Hello and good evening, chat and viewers from everywhere that are watching. My name's Kariohki. I'll be running here at Chocobo GP on the Switch. If you're a GDQ Hotfix fan, you might have seen me recently run Chocobo Racing. This is the basically the sequel to that game. All these years later, I am joined by Sapphire and Pink as my commentator. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, I'm great. I'm here. I'm here. You know, I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
You're ready to go fast, so let's just go right into story mode here. We're gonna be playing on the normal master setting and just going through all the story chapters one by one. We do skip the prologue, as that is just a tutorial race. We start from chapter 1, go all the way to chapter, I think it's 8. So I am ready to count down for the timer here, and we'll actually, let me just verify that I have the right costume on. I do believe it is Red Mage, if that can be confirmed.
Yes, Red Mage is the winner. Thank you all for your donations.
Cool. I'm already dressed in that one, so thank you for the donations to that. And I will count down for 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo, we're getting into it.
Yeah. So this is the menu where you get to choose which character you can race as and all your costumes and everything like that. I already got everything set up beforehand. I was watching that bid war go on. So yeah, as characters get unlocked in story mode, you can pick them here. We're going to be playing as Chocobo the entire time. Loading screens, because Switch games. Alright. If you have played Mario Kart, if you have played Diddy Kong Racing, if you've played Crash Nitro Kart, if you've played, I don't know, there's so many racing games out there, you know how this works. You press a button, you go fast, you try to come in first place. So not necessarily in this game. In this game, we just want to beat usually the host of the track, but I do think in this race we need to come in first. It changes depending on, there's a goal. As we go through here, we're going to be picking up these magicite crystals, and they'll be giving us magic. That is the thing at the, that was a, what do you call it? A wall. That was the thing, the magicite at the top left. Crystals make us go faster. They're like Mario Kart coins, and other magics will be coming through as we progress through the game. Right now, only haste is available. This track is really short, so I didn't get to finish explaining everything.
Nice, short and sweet.
All right. Yeah, short and sweet.
Perfect race.
Yeah, so that thing at the bottom there, actually, I didn't even use it, was my ability. Every character has their own ability in the game. Chocobo's is a dash ability that makes you go fast for a certain period of time. That's why Chocobo is the best character to use in speedruns. Do it to menu between every single race. Most every single race here for the chapter's got to move over to the next chapter before going on ahead.
But yeah, believe it or not, the ability that makes you go fast is fast.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed, you know?
I know, who would have guessed. That's why also haste is probably the best magicite in the game, too, because it makes you go fast. Although a barrier, as shown on the screen here, is also pretty useful because it will block magic being used against you.
Yeah. And then haste, you know, it's just, as it sounds, it's just a boost. You go a little faster, you can get a little boost.
Sid, please. Sid bumped me there and killed my drift boost. Drifting. Much like Mario Kart games, you can drift in this game and get little boosts as you drift for certain distances. I'm actually going to go wide here so I can pick up a silver magicite there, because the way the magicite works is if you have a magic stored and you pick up a silver one, it will level up that magic. I'm going to kind of go off to the edge here because I think Ifrit's magic is coming up. There it went. And I'm going to use my haste here. Sid will blow himself up there. Yep, as usual. He has a big haste, doesn't he? I do have to beat Sid in this track. Anyway, magicites. If you pick up a silver one, pick up a silver one and you don't have any magics, it will give you a level 1 magic. If you have one stored and pick up a silver one, it will level up that one in your inventory, and a gold will give you 2 magic, so 2 levels of magic. And the bronze just gives you 1 level of a random magic that's available for that track.
And yeah, like Karaoke mentioned earlier, and like as you saw on the screen there's different victory conditions for each track. It's not necessarily, oh, you have to come in first. It's like you have to beat a certain character, you know, you have to like, there are some tracks where it is, you have to be first place, but a lot of the time it's like you beat, you know, Racing Hero X or you beat Sid, and it's like your goal is to beat specific characters.
So you see there, I start revving up my go button, which I have set to the R button. There's a few control schemes in the game, and I just have it. It was just easiest for me to have my gas button set to R. So I started at 2, and that will give me a perfect boost. And it'll make me go faster. I'm going to burn that reflect, because I'd rather have this haste active so I can start grabbing it to level up, because Greg here is using his ability, and I crashed right into a sword. Okay.
It's rough out here, folks.
And that's Ifrit. Okay, we dodged it.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I purposefully ran into that wall so I could dodge that. I'm gonna go ahead and use this so I can speed myself up, because Gilgamesh is quite far ahead. And okay, I'm gonna use that here. And there's a fire.
No.
Oh, okay, he got hit too. He got hit too.
Okay, we're good. Everything's
If we don't get
fine.
hit again, Sid.
Oh no.
Gilgamesh is going to win that. I'm just going to restart the race here before we even get to the ending. That was actually added in one of the later patches of the game. That kind of quick restart. So let's pretend that never happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've played this track, actually.
Well, technically the second time we played this track, 'cause we did play it to beat Sid on it.
Do you have time for a quick donation?
Oh yeah, definitely so.
Yeah, we have $25 from Elegant Fugue that says, wait, there's a dog incentive open now? We gotta pet that dog, even if it's made of music. And that's right, we have the Cassette Beasts Befriend Barkley the Dog incentive that's open right now, where if we meet it, we will recruit Barkley the dog, do his story mission, and use him for the final boss in our upcoming Cassette Beasts run. And we also have a couple bid wars open to name the player, name the brush room, and name the Sirenade for that Cassette Beasts run as well. So lots of fun stuff you can do to customize this run.
Oh, that's rough.
As long as I beat Gilgamesh, it's fun.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, you know, as we just gotta beat Gilgamesh.
Yeah, see,
that's
we did.
all we gotta do
Gilgamesh.
here.
We came in third, but we beat Gilgamesh, and that's what counts.
Well done.
But yeah, the two power-ups, the two Magicites that got introduced in this level was the barrier, the M barrier, which like blocks the different levels, block it for a different amount of times, and then the third level like auto activates, but it blocks like other items that the other racers are going to use against you, and it also unlocks the fire, which is the giant explosion that has launched towards your enemies or yourself by other racers.
Yeah, the different each magic has 3 levels to it, and each one gets stronger as it goes on. With fire going from your basic green shell to your basic red shell to a blue shell. All right. Usually this track is the annoying one because it is so short. And this will also introduce the ramps here to do the tricks on. Want to explain what the tricks do?
Yeah, so the tricks, much like in Mario Kart, you know, you can do a trick off of a ramp and it'll give you a speed boost, and then there's like the different levels of trick. Like a perfect trick right there is going to give you the best speed boost. And then we unlocked another Magicite in this track. It's the Quake one, which is going to do a little earthquake around you, and again, you know, varying levels depending on how many levels of it you have. It's going to create it's going to create that shockwave around you that lets the other racers wipe out.
All right. So that one we have to beat Ben, and Ben was like kind of in second place there. We did lap Titan at the end as well, which is kind of fun. That can happen a lot on this track. You get lapped just because it's like Baby Park, except it's only 3 laps long.
Baby Park, if you will.
Baby Park, super baby.
Incredibly baby park. And another thing about Chocobo's like actual ability, not only is it a boost, but also it like protects you from like, you know, especially like other racer abilities and like magicites that are targeting you.
Yeah, so it's very helpful. You'll see me mostly using it defensively instead of offensively. So I will be holding on to it even after it's charged up, so I can wait for somebody else to use their thing, or I'm going to run into like a puddle on the ground or something, or maybe near the end of this race I'll use it to go in the middle or something like that. Actually, no, it'll track me to the sides. Anyway, I will use it defensively to block other things that are happening. So I'm not gonna, it's charged up there, I'm not gonna use it. And I'm just getting crystals, which is not helpful.
Yeah, just a lot of crystals.
Titans. Don't care.
That's a new magicite that we're getting. It's the little wind one. It launches out a little tornado that can snake around the track and hurt people. And
yeah, didn't get to see it this time on this race, yeah. But I also get my favorite spell introduced, the swap or warp, or I call it yeet spell, where it opens up a couple portals and you go through the blue portal and yeet forward. You go through the red portal by accident, yeet backwards. So I think that's one's like the third most helpful spell in the game, just because you can get a good distance, but it can also kind of backfire if you hit a red portal, or you can also utilize other racers' portals and go through them, and then they can like catch up to you.
But yeah, I think it is at least a very interesting magicite that you get to use, because it's like, you know, when do you use it? Especially like, and you got to be careful about dodging the out end.
So if Final Fantasy fans might have noticed that all these tracks, roughly so far, have been references to other Final Fantasy games. With obviously Sid is in pretty much every Final Fantasy game. This one is Zozo, which is from Final Fantasy VI. Hello? Yeah, when you get blown up, sometimes you just like get, you know, sent all the way back to 8th, 7th, 8th place. I'm going to use that so I can get a warp spell.
Yeah, and we get to showcase the warp here in a couple seconds. We're going to wait until we're around the bend.
Yep, and then... Yeet. So I think Shiva followed... Oh, no, okay, not using it yet. I did hit that a little early because Shiva did not use her ability yet, but I am in first now, so... we are going to get slowed down when Shiva uses her ability, Diamond Dust, because that freezes everyone else on the track and makes you... Here it is, right here. So I'm going to go a little slow and not be able to collect items and stuff for a little bit, but so does everybody else. That's fine.
Everything's fine.
Usually I want to save my own dash for that. If you notice at the bottom of the screen, there's those exclamation marks. Those are warning you that, hey, something's coming. The yellow ones mean there's an ability coming. I mean, a magic coming. And the red ones mean there's an ability coming. So this is someone using their ability, and it might hit me. And, but no, it didn't. So it can also come up if, like, when Titan uses his ability and you got the rocks coming on the ground and they're near you, and even if you can dodge them, it'll come up. I can also press the A button to like do a swap on the camera view to look behind me. Sometimes I will do that if I'm on a straightaway and I want to see if that yellow exclamation point is a fireball heading towards me, and then I can go, oh, I'm gonna get hit by that. But yeah, since we're gonna be doing the same track again, just needing to beat Greg once more, so this is a good time for some more donations or blurbs or anything else you would like to say.
Certainly, I do have some great news. We have passed the $1,000 mark for that Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening bonus color dungeon. That's amazing. Great job. We are on our way there. We have $2,500 is the goal. So we are getting over a third of the way there. Thank you all so much. Let's keep getting those donations in. That is the next run. So make sure to get those donations in. Such as is wonderful. We have a $5 donation from Petra, who says, our daughter Petra found out what the Malala Fund does and said she wanted to donate some of her own money because she wanted to help the girls that don't have the ability to go to school and learn. Thank you so much, Petra, for that generous donation. Wow, thank you so much.
That's so sweet.
That is so
Oh my
sweet.
God.
I'm like,
I love young gamers so much, and also doing it for a good cause. I mean, I started video gaming when I was like 4 or 5, so. And I think my third game was Super Mario Kart.
getting
So
started with
I've been
kart racers young.
playing racing games for a long time.
But yeah, so like Kariohki mentioned earlier, like a lot of these tracks are from like Final Fantasy games and stuff, and I think that's really funny because I've never played a Final Fantasy game, so I'm like basically lost in this. I'm lost in the wonder.
Yeah, this game makes some deep cuts too. Like Final Fantasy 6 and 9. Spoilers: Final Fantasy 9 gets referenced. Don't get referenced as much as like 7 or 8 or 4. I say Final Fantasy 9 right here. And then it even actually makes some, I think the deepest cuts it makes in terms of Final Fantasy like fandom is this game references the very first Chocobo's Dungeon game with some of the characters in Camilla, she's the female Chocobo. I think also it references some of the other Chocobo's Dungeon games that came out on like the Wii and Final Fantasy Fable, some of the characters from those. Yeah, games that didn't even come out over here. When I played this game, I'm like, who's Camilla? And it's like, oh, she's from Chocobo Dungeon 1. I'm like, I don't own that. And actually, I do own it now. I have a friend that went to a gaming convention over like last weekend. He ordered it from Japan for me actually. And he's mailing it to me now. It's somewhere in the mail system. So I will finally get to play the first Chocobo's Dungeon.
That's so exciting. Yeah, and I know you mentioned like it is like this is a Final Fantasy game, but also it's like a lot of the characters are from the Chocobo series versus just straight up the Final Fantasy series.
Yeah, Chocobo series. There's this game. There's Chocobo Racing. There's the Chocobo's Dungeon games. There's the final. I think Final Fantasy Fables is a Chocobo's Dungeon game. I actually haven't played that one, but all these games are so very cute. Also, this Chocobo design is used in Final Fantasy XIV in the I think the Alpha and Omega side quests. And I hit that a little too late to dodge that, but that's okay. We're gonna use it now to speed back up.
Everything's fine. We're all good.
Oh yeah, we're
so far ahead of everyone.
This is one of my favorite tracks. Is you can just go really fast around it, and it is playing a really neat remix of Melodies of Life, which is the Final Fantasy IX main theme. For those who have not played this game, thanks. I don't know who that is. I think that's Vivi's, actually, maybe. That's somebody's spell. Or is that Steiner's spell? No, that's not Steiner's spell. Whoever did that was mean. But for those who have not played this game, because either you avoided it from the negative reviews it got at launch, or you just never heard of it, because it was kind of a little stealth release, digital only in the US, this game has an extremely charming and funny story with a lot of references to Final Fantasy and just a lot of funny jokes in it. I was laughing the entire time while playing it. This game did not get good reviews at launch because it was a little heavy on the microtransaction front, but now all of that's taken out of the game. You can get all the stuff for just plonking down however much money the game costs right away. Get everything, unlock it through playing the game instead of having to pay extra money, I say, even though you didn't have to when the microtransactions were added. Unfortunately, there is no new content being added to the game as well, because that all ended. But there's a lot to do in this game. There's story mode, there's time attack, there's online play, there's series races. It's a chunky little racing game, and now this is my least favorite track in the game. Because you have to beat Racer Hero X, and his ability is kind of annoying. We got Doom's spell here, which makes the player wipe out unless you hit the. And I am electrified. I'm gonna wipe out. All right, Racer Hero X is right ahead of me, but I hit Irma instead, and then I got bombed. Okay.
Oh, no.
All right, there's just spells going off everywhere right now. Use my Quake.
Like Kariohki was saying, the Doom Magicite that just got introduced. basically it attaches to a racer and it makes you jump several times in a row in order to get out of it with like a cooldown that speeds up whenever you use a higher level of it.
Camilla, can you move?
And so it can be really rough, especially around like corners and stuff where you're not wanting to jump because you want to be able to touch the ground to be able to turn.
Racer Hero X is way out in front.
Oh wow.
And I just keep getting quakes. I don't want those. And Ben has a quake.
We need some haste up in here.
And
wow.
Okay.
The game really is loving giving you quakes right now.
And he stopped.
Okay.
No, we're just gonna end that one right there because he's gonna pass that finish line.
We're running it back. We're running it back.
Come on, Razor Hero, hit that chandelier. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheering for the downfall of your fellow racers. There's
he
nothing.
Speeds right ahead. No, there's nothing wrong with little unfair play.
Exactly.
I think he's gonna get zapped there. Yep. Okay, there's Claire bumping me. We're gonna collect these hastes. Unlike the first Chocobo racing, there's no way for your magic to get stolen, so we don't need to use it because it's a risk of getting stolen. We're just gonna go really quickly. Oh, he's in front. Now he's not. Oh, he just got double fireballed. I am using that there so I can dodge those ices.
Absolutely demolished.
And let's just hope he stays back there.
Yeah.
How about some donations and blurbs?
Definitely. We have a $25 donation from Starolite that says, shout out to my amazing girlfriend, Satan herself, who will be running Peggle Nights later tonight if we hit the milestone. Love you, Satan. Heart, heart, heart. Thank you so much for that donation. And yeah, we are working to unlock Peggle Nights, which is a bonus game, and you don't want to miss it. Peggle speedruns are so much fun to watch. We are currently less than $5,000 away towards hitting that 60,000 total donation, and this is a milestone incentive. So any donations you make towards it will automatically go towards this bonus game unlock, such as our Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening bonus color dungeon, which if we meet that, Air Angel is going to complete the optional color dungeon during the Link's Awakening randomizer run that's coming up next. So we need some help for that donation. We really wanted that incentive. We really want to see it. So maybe we're at 55,525. How about when we're at 55,555, can we get a $5 donation train going for Peggle Nights and for the bonus color dungeon? Let's see it, chat.
On $5 donation, rocket skates, because make this train go fast. There's a lot of trains in Final Fantasy, but they tend to get suplexed. So $5 racing cart train. Pick your favorite type of racing style cart. Rocket skates, motorcycles. Your summoned husband turned into a car because he was too big to fit in one. That is actually in this game, by the way. Ashura and Leviathan are a married couple, and Leviathan was too big to fit in the car, so he turned into a car instead. So, Big Bridge. If you're a Greg fan, you know this song, this area. Has a lot of. This is a version of the track has a lot of gates that you got to time to go through the correct one. So you'll be kind of seeing me just judge which one's gonna open and go on there. Even if it looks closed, it's probably gonna open. Hi, Steiner.
Hi, Steiner.
Yeah, his slashy thing will slash you, and then he speeds up. So I'm gonna go left here because that gate not gonna close before I get there, and then this one, that right one's gonna open. And then through the fire and the flames.
We're already on the final lap.
Yeah. This version of Big Bridge goes by pretty quickly if you don't get carded.
I do. I love the uppy downy part. You know.
It's just so kind of neat. I am going this way to blow that, and through the this section here, we're gonna use that just to go through the middle. All right. Gilgamesh wasn't last.
Oh my god. Easy win.
Sometimes that happens where the person you're trying to beat just like totally falls on their face and beefs it.
Hey, it just makes everything easier.
Yeah. Get an extra long loading screen this time. Come on. Come on, game. I have you saved directly on the Switch, thank you. So because this is a modern game, there are timing differences between what version you're playing, essentially. If you got the digital version versus the physical version, which does exist in some territories. If you have it installed on an SD card versus on the system itself, and we all know the Switch does not have that big of an internal memory. So this game does use in-game timing for the leaderboard. Add up all your race times, and that's the time that the leaderboard is sorted by. We do also have a column for in-game time, just to track and say, hey, this is what I did. You know, I mean real time. We have a column for real time, but it's timed in-game time. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. It's just it's nice to be able to the run's gonna be this long, but also it's like it's actually this long, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you're just flying ahead of these guys.
Yeah, see, this is how we want Atla. This is how we want all the races to go. Is just like this. Just keep way ahead of everybody. Don't even see them again. Don't need to play too defensively. I can use this for speed. I'm actually going to use that. Yep, okay. It's going to track me. Yep. And I need to go to the right. So I keep saying Atla because Atla's ability will take all of your crystals and give him a speed boost. And you can't see it coming, so you can't really dodge it. And that means when he takes all your crystals, you come to a stop for a second, and then your max speed is slowed down. Okay, he did 4th this time, much better. He's improving,
Hey, he's doing better, and that's all that matters is the improvement there, you know? 4th is better than last.
Yeah. So we got a couple races here in a row where we need to come in 4th or higher, because at this point in the story, it's like a racing tournament or something, and we gotta show that we are actually a good racer instead of just, beating one person.
Yeah, you got to be like, I promise I'm good at racing. I'm not just better than Gilgamesh. It's all, proving your worth.
Just an appropriately celebratory track in the Gold Saucer from Final Fantasy VII.
All nice and bright.
Or I guess it could be also in Final Fantasy XIV, because I know there's a Gold Saucer there too. This is one of the few... Okay, I'm not going to do it this time around because I'm slowed down now. One of the few unintended little shortcuts in the game in, there's a corner... I'm going to use this yeet. There's a corner you can kind of hop over and cut the corner and get a little bit farther ahead. There used to be, I think it's in one of the other versions of Gold Saucer. I don't know what... Oh, it's Shiva. Okay. One of the other versions of Gold Saucer, there actually was a bug. Shiva and Sylph on the same track. That is unfair. I'm going to be careful.
Unkind.
All right, yeah. Okay, I purposefully slowed down there because Sylph's ability makes you control weird. And it makes like all your... what do you call those things? All your turns a little wider and stuff like that. So I was being really careful there because I was on a very... This track is just filled with a lot of mean characters, and I can't even freeze Ifrit because he's got a barrier on, and he'll just block my ice if I send it. So I'll just send it forwards. But this is the third lap anyway, so.
And then this little section right here, if you go too far out on the corner, you can actually just fall off the track.
This one's a little bit easier to stay on because it doesn't have the little red pathing thing that will completely send you off, but you can fall off there. Actually, the AI falls off there a lot. So we're going to be doing this track one more time because there's like 2 rounds to this little tournament thing. So if there are any more things you'd like to announce, that'd be a great time to do so now.
Sure. Yeah, I have, let's see, I have $25 from Calamity Nolan saying, let's add some more color to Link's life. And then that's going towards that bonus color dungeon. Thank you so much for that donation. We're working our way towards it. We're at $1,055 out of the $2,500 needed. And we need to get that near the end of the Link's Awakening randomizer run, which is coming up next. So we still have some time, but we do need to keep the momentum going. So let's keep it up, everybody.
There we go. Got that little corner jump there. I'm gonna wait to jump there. Okay, I still got enough time. I did not want to start jumping before that turn, or else I would have yeeted myself off the edge of the stage.
Yeah. Because you do still have like a little bit of control while jumping, but it's like nowhere near the full control of just staying on the ground.
Okay. Even though Sylph's ability was like being used there, I was able to use my own ability to negate it and turn it off because that's fine. Yeah, Camilla also got hit there, so that's okay.
Yeah, everything's fine. We're all good.
Chat, are you doing good too? I will look in like 5 seconds to see if chat's doing good too.
I'm a brightly, like, you know, shapes and colors. I'm so bright. I'm so into the bright colors. So I'm like, this is the track that I'm like, this is so fun.
Gold Saucer is basically like a casino in both games it appears in. So it is very much the bright color, ooh, shiny. I'm going to stay here for the next 8 hours and have fun.
But yeah, making it through Gold Saucer. We placed in top 4.
Yeah. Now it gets a little harder for the next few races until the end here, because not only do we have to start coming in first place now, not just top 4, first place. We need to say that we are the best racer,
the best Chocobo Racer GP. We're the best.
This chapter always has like a really long loading screen, and for some reason, it tends to bug out a little bit and do both loads. Usually it does one load and you can, you know, select your racer and your costume and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes it's like, no, and it just loads right to the race like it kind of did this time. There's even sometimes where it would load the default costume and it wouldn't even load the costume I was wearing. I'd be like, okay, game, you do that. So in the plot they built a mecha chocobo and we're racing against a mecha chocobo now. And this is the slightly different track of Gold Saucer with the very harmful kind of yeets there to yeet you off the side of the track if you're not careful. I am going really fast. I'm going to go the long way around on this lap because I was out of control there.
Yeah, but this track
I did not see those because they blended into the into the ground.
But yeah, this specific track added in like a couple intentional shortcuts. I know you mentioned that the developers had actually like patched out a lot of like the major
there's one at the first jump back earlier in the track. I barely dodged that. Okay, and I want to take it slow. Okay.
It's fine. We're fine.
Making it slow around the corner. This first jump that I'm going to pass by here in a second. In the 1.0 version of the game, I believe you could just jump on it and then kind of keep jumping and skip a bunch of the track. And yeah, they patched that out pretty quickly. There are a few people who like kept a down patch version on like a side switch or something just to keep running that one. That's why the leaderboard has multiple categories for versions, because some people were like, we want to keep the old version. Atla, Okay.
Atla.
All right, I'm going.
You have time for another donation?
Yeah.
We have $25 from Zokubun saying, my favorite cart is the forklift, as seen in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Best driven when looking for sailors. But I'm seeing a pretty good case for rollerblading chickens going fast. Thank you so much for that donation towards Malala Fund. Thank you.
I have a friend now.
OMG. We got the cat.
If you don't bite me, you can sit on my lap, okay? No biting. This is Trash Cat. If you've seen some of my streams on other places, you may have seen him pop up. He's quite curious and he loves to bite. Also, happy National Black Cat Day. Please adopt a black cat.
Oh. So many friends appearing on stream today. We had corgis earlier. Now we have a kitty cat. I love it.
And then we're getting into the last 2 levels, right? The last 2 tracks?
Yeah, this is the last 2 here. The interdimensional rift, because of course, it wouldn't be Final Fantasy without getting sent to some other dimension at one point. So these tracks have a lot of places where you can get off-road, a lot of things falling from the air, tight corners, stuff falling, and you have to come in first place.
So basically just the hardest track, the culmination of the hardest track for the final tracks in the game.
All right, Shiva's ability, we're going to dodge it by using our own. And we are at full crystals, so we'll have our top speed. Now we're not at full crystals because Atla and getting fireballed, of course, because I didn't use my reflecting time, and that is Titan, that's easy to dodge. I pressed the wrong button.
Getting roughed and tumbled.
It's all good.
It's all good.
We're gonna rough and tumble them back.
Yeah. If they're gonna play dirty, we're gonna play dirty, you know?
Take this gold one here.
But yeah, we're on the final lap of the second to last track. Ugh.
Dodge Shiva one more time.
It always catches me off guard how fast that boost makes you go, like how fast the Chocobo boost makes you go.
Yeah, it should be around a haste level 2 in length, I believe. There's water there. I'm gonna use that to get around this corner. And I smack my face into the crystal, but we are all good. We're gonna do a trick.
First place, an epic trick to end off this second to last level.
Racing Hero X in last place where he belongs.
Yeah.
Because he's so rude.
More like Racing Loser X, am I right? Oh.
So we're on to the final track of the game, and of course, like in good Final Fantasy fashion, we are fighting a final boss that comes out of nowhere. Necro Shell here is the final kind of racer that we have to beat, because I don't remember. I barely remember the plot about this, but something about some like evil crystals and powers and stuff like that. So we got to close up the rift and save the world.
Yeah, it's more red now, so that way you know it's more dire.
Mm-hmm. More red is bigger, longer, tougher,
scarier.
Necroshell did not bonk. Okay, sometimes Necroshell will bonk in those crystal pillars there, but did not this time. Let's see if he spins out on one of these red ones. Okay, does not, and I'm going to take this yeet. Thank you, and use my haste to completely spin out on that crystal. Okay.
Oh no.
And Racing Hero X is going to body me as well. I have a yeet though. It's gonna be fine. We got 2 laps to go.
It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine.
Can I give you a quick donation to cheer you on?
Yeah.
We have $25 from Black Cat Fanatic saying, please tell your cat hi from my 2 black cats, Luna and Havoc. Thank you so much for that donation towards Malala
All right, he's
Fund.
trying to crawl on my keyboard, so he's going to leave, actually.
Oh, no.
He's
I
trying
don't
to
want
find
him
the cat.
crawling on my keyboard and, like, ending stream or something, so...
We cherished him while he had him on stream.
Yes. Necroshell is... okay, I didn't get hit by that. Okay, there's a Bahamut flying by me.
Oh, just getting bodied in this last level. I'm like, it's fine. There's still time.
We still got
There's
some time. We still got some time. There's a cat blocking my screen.
Oh no! Actively sabotaging the run.
He's actively sabotaging my run now. I can't see what place I'm in.
You're in 5th place.
Oh no.
Titan's in front of you. Oh, if you're in 3rd place now.
You got
You're in 3rd place now. Oh my god.
Oh no, backward G. Oh no. And Necroshell won, so I see that.
Oh no. Oh my god. Almost the comeback of the century.
Almost the comeback of the century.
So close.
Oh, it was so close.
All right.
That back-to-back yeet was almost so good.
We could have just yeeted into the sun, but no.
Alas.
So close.
It was too far into the stars.
I've got a quick update for everybody about the Link's Awakening Choose the Character sprite. I just want to remind everybody that this is your last chance to donate towards it because it will close at the start of that run, which is coming up next. Right now, Marin is pretty handily in the lead with $50, but our other options are Kirby, Martha, and Rosa. A reminder, this is a randomizer run, so if you'd like to see one of those options win, your last chance to donate towards it. It's closing again when that Link's Awakening randomizer run begins.
But yeah,
Titan?
I'm really excited for the Link's Awakening run. I'm like,
Link's Awakening's probably my favorite 2D Zelda. I don't know. It's kind of tied between that and Link to the Past and Link Between Worlds, honestly.
Okay.
Bonk up. Okay, that
Still in first.
Hit me. Okay.
Everything's fine. Everything is fine.
We're gonna have our ability soon. Necroshell has haste. He's gonna use it there because I was ahead of him for a second. Please bonk. Thank you.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Oh my god, we're in the final stretch.
All right, shout-outs. Shout-outs to Groggy Dog and Obio who ran this at SGDQ last year. Great runners, awesome time. Shout-outs to all the rest of the Chocobo community and the Final Fantasy community. Shout-outs to my commentator as well. Thank you for joining me and learning about this run. Shout-outs to my cats. Thank you for joining me. That was Time, yes.
Gotcha.
And shout-outs to the Fatales community for putting on such a good show. Yeah, a few restarts here. It was just carton all night, over and over. Please buy this game. It is awesome and fun for the Switch, and maybe I'll see you online sometime. And please continue to watch the marathon and all the runs for the rest of the time it's on. We're almost to the end, which is sad, but yeah, we still got a lot of good runs left to go. Thank you so much, Sapphire and Pink, for joining me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I had a blast being here. I had a blast learning about this and being here for for a couple runs that I'm like not too familiar with.
That's the best part of being a buddy. So yeah, everyone have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time it is where you are. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much, Kariohki, for that super fun Chocobo GP run. That was amazing. Let's give it up in the chat for Kariohki and that incredible run. Thank you so much. And thank you all for your donations. We are now at 55,700 and climbing. Again, we're trying to meet that $60,000 incentive for the bonus game. And that is the end of my time with y'all as host for today. I will be back tomorrow for our Breath of the Wild Dog Percent run. You heard that right. In the meantime, we have a very special interview for you all discussing the history of Frame Fatales with Kung Fu Fruit Cup and our Frame Fatales event lead, Frozen Flygon. Whenever you're ready.